Well, good news, I don't have to change the top of your screen, only the bottom. Mike Rob is playing my Jun deck. So this will be interesting to watch. And we're going to spell his name the only way that is actually the legal spelling of Michael Robinson. If anybody tries to tell you otherwise, they are spelling the name incorrectly. As Mike Rob is Mike Rob. We're going to see 7 be drawn for each player. And really hoping that's not Mike texting telling me that, hey, can we start? Some people do that sometimes, and rule of thumb to anybody watching, you can always start whenever the tournament organizer says, or the head judge, whoever says you may begin round 4, start. Or, you have 50 minutes to begin, anything like that. Inquisition comes down, revealing Fulminator Mage, Pack Rat, or Death Rat, Sean. It's definitely Pack Rat. Death Rat's banned. Birds, Cocoa, Forest, Temple Garden, Verdant Catacombs. So with this hand, you snap take Pack Rat. You absolutely, even if you're low on lands, you have to respect the value of Pack Rat. He took Fulminator Mage. Like I said, even if you're behind on lands, if that Pack Rat resolves and you do not have an immediate answer, it is going to beat you. Doesn't matter what format, limited, vintage, if it got unchecked. Honestly, with enough time, it would probably beat you. And it looks like George is just going to keep his hand face up so Microb doesn't have to write it down. Makes it easier on me because I actually did not have a pen handy. And usually I write the hands down whenever I see them so I can remember it a little bit easier. Microb is going to fetch out Stomping Ground, untapped. So he bolts himself, and he's going to hold up Terminate mana, I assume. Nope, just a Dark Confidant. Alright, so pass is going to be drawn. I'm going to see if George runs out of Pack Rat with a fetch land, maybe just the Temple Garden tapped. No, he's just going to go ahead and fetch. So confused by what he's doing. He's just he's just grabbing a swamp and tapping birds. So George is going to go to 19 life. Fetching. Microb reveals Liliana of the Veil. Lightning Bolt comes down, clearing out Pack Rat. We're in the last round of Modern and Standard. Both were only 4-round tournaments, as they both had lower attended numbers than usual, which is fine. It's not a big deal. As long as the tournaments happen, so all the players were able to play this weekend, that's all that actually ever matters. Is that our players are accommodated the best that they could be. An attack for 2 from Dark Confidant is going to put George down to 17 life here. And we're going to see him have Collected Company, Ewit, Temple Garden with Malira, Silvok Outcast, and 1 unknown card in hand. He's going to shock himself too, going down to 15 life. He's probably going to cast Kitchen Finks or, well, the Scavenging Ooze is in his hand. He might just cast that Scavenging Ooze. Nope, Eternal Witness, grabbing back Pack Rat, I assume. I mean, I have no idea at this point. That seems like a weird play. Seems like you want the Ewit for the Collected Company, but he takes Pack Rat and passes. So we're going to see... Sorry about that. We're going to see Microb either flip a land or miss the Confidant trigger. I assume he hit a land. Let's see if I can catch that on the other one. and the attack for 2 is going to knock George down to 15 or 13, which I will mark momentarily. I'm going to see if I can see on the stream exactly what happened with that Dark Confidant, so I know the correct life totals. Pack Rat's going to come down, and that's completely fine at this point. Yeah, I'm surprised that George put that one back. And he asked Mike if he will remember the collected company so he can just put it back in his hand to make things a little less weird. And I missed it on the other stream because I was paying attention to the other one. So I'm pretty sure he flipped a land because it looked like he revealed for a second. Ooze is going to come down for George to try to gain him some life and get him out of this. Don't want to steal Marty Brenneman's signature line, but this is a titanic struggle right now for George. And Marty is right sometimes. Not all the time, as he is not a very good commentator for the most part, especially for the Cincinnati Reds. Right now we are at 11-7 in favor of George. Ooze was down due to Liliana. I guess he didn't want to eat any creatures out of a graveyard. Oh, well, he put Pack Rat back, and you don't want to eat your Eternal Witness, I don't think. Oh, Ooze, you can't. I see. You was just paid a green mana for no reason. Microb is going to eat some creatures and not get busy with that Raging Ravine? That's interesting to me. I mean, it would only be 8 damage, but it's 8 damage, and he can't possibly lose next turn. He could possibly lose to the flip of Dark Confidant, though, like especially if it's a Tasker and somehow George puts him down. Microb's going to go up to 10 and swing for 7, putting George down to 4. So it was 1 less damage, a bigger creature, and George is going to knock the top of his deck, look at Gavany Township. He can play Kitchen Finks, go up to 6, which provides a blocker. He's not out of it. It's just a struggle still. No, he's just going to scoop. Oh, he has the Ooze to activate. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that was actually just game. Alrighty, so we're going to see Microb play second. George will definitely be on the play in this next game. This is the last round of the Magic tournament tonight. After this, I believe it's going to be a simple top 4 chop. So we probably won't have any other matches after this one. So tonight has ended incredibly fast. Thank you for everybody who stuck with us all evening. Thank you so much. And even if you haven't stuck here all evening and you just got here, thank you so much. They're doing some quick boarding. Microb taking a quick second to catch up on his social life. It's very important, Magic players, to have a social life. That way that you can text while you're in the middle of a round. As it's important to keep up with your friends while you're in the middle of a complicated and usually time-consuming and very detail-oriented card game. So reset life totals to 20, and they're going to draw their 7, and George is going to be on the play with a Noble Hierarch and a Forest, so he's probably going to keep. And I see a Collected Company too. He slammed his hand down like he doesn't like it, but I saw a Noble Hierarch and a land. I mean, it might only be one, but if it's only one land, I could see him being mad, but if it's two, yeah. He has turn 1 Noble, so he's just going to try it. Microb hasn't even finished his hand. He decides to not even draw on turn 1. He just got really excited to... Did he draw? That's another thing, Magic players. If Microb doesn't have 7 cards in hand, he did not draw, or 6 cards. How many should he have? He has 7. No, he drew. I don't know how many he has. I actually don't care. Alright, so Microb is going to lose 3 life, going down to 17. See if he terminates the second Noble Hierarch, as George is very landlight. Yep, it looks to be that way. Or the news. Tarmogoyf. Okay, it's a 3/4. That's also decent. Letting George have 2 mana is pretty real, though. Yeah. So George gets there with the second land in Dana Finza, and we'll see if it's too little too late or not. If Liliana of the Veil comes down, which it doesn't, but a Goyf attack for 3 is going to even the odds at 17 apiece. Pretty soon, look out for Hometown Hobbies. We'll probably be streaming Versus System. Who's excited for that game? The superhero card game that is not really new. It's the old game. They just revamped it. And it is way fun. Like, I have to admit, it is one of the most fun games I've ever played. So we have a Collected Company, a Cord, a Viscerseer, and a Malira Sylvok Outcast. And he takes the Collected Company, and it looks like somebody joined the table and got real close. So hopefully they don't impede the players from continuing their game. And the second Goyf follows, and they're both 4/5s, so we're going to pace. We have Creature, Instant Land, Sorcery. Another land coming down from George, who's just living on a prayer. Okay, we'll take you there. We'll make it, I swear. Does he actually just have the combo? Yeah, I think he does. No, wait. No, he's one off. Is that right? And George is going to pass, untap. Mike is going to draw. I'm going to see him shuffle his hand around. And Anger of the Gods is going to come down, and that is going to be super lethal. Microb definitely got this one. George is going to bury a lot of things, but the problem is he's still going to lose all of his creatures. There's nothing he can do about it. That was a pretty huge Anger of the Gods for Mike. Yeah, what's the Kitchen Finks going to do? Yeah, exactly. It's unfortunate, but you have to bury it too. Sack the Viscerseer.